In this week's Parsha Shofetim, after giving guidelines for appointing a king, the Torah turns to the gifts designated for the Kohanim. Moshe reminds us that the Kohanim are set apart because God is their portion. Since they do not receive land like the other tribes, the Torah outlines what they do receive in order to sustain them. First, Moshe describes the Kohanim's portion from the grain and produce, Truma. They also receive the first shearing of the sheep. These make intuitive sense. In an agrarian society, agricultural produce and wool are basic forms of income. But then the Torah adds something more specific and somewhat puzzling. From animals brought as certain offerings, the Kohanim receive the foreleg, the jaw, and the moah, the stomach. I can understand the separating and giving of Truma, and I can understand the first shearing. I can even understand that the Kohanim should receive a portion of every offering. But why these particular parts? What is the significance of the foreleg, the jaw, and the maw? The Sefer explains that each of these gifts correspond to a specific act performed by a Kohen, in particular by Pinchas. The Zeroah, the foreleg or arm, recalls Pinchas's decisive action when he took a spear in hand and stopped the plague, earning God's covenant of peace. The Keva, the stomach, alludes to the very place where Pinchas struck Zimri and Cosbi. And the Lechayim, the jaws, represents Pinchas's prayer as described in Tehillim, as he moved his mouth to pray and advocate on behalf of the people. In this way, the Kohanim received these portions as a kind of midah keneged midah, a measure for measure reward, reflecting their acts of courage, service, and spiritual leadership. The Kli Yakar offers a similar approach, but focuses on the ongoing acts a Kohen performs. The Zeroah, the foreleg, corresponds to the Kohen lifting his arm when he blesses the people. The Lechayim, the jaws, reflects the Kohen fulfills the mitzvah of Birkat Kohanim specifically through speech. As the Torah commands, so shall you bless the children of Israel, say to them. And the Keva, the stomach, symbolizes sustenance, for through the Kohanim's service, God channels blessing to the people so that their food is blessed within their stomachs. The Rambam, by contrast, explains that the reasons for these gifts is not midah keneged midah at all. Rather, these limbs are the primary parts of the animal, and for that reason they are given as an honor to God and to his servants. The jaws are the primary part of the body. The foreleg is the primary limb that extends from the body, and the stomach is the primary part of the intestines. Each of these explanations show that the Torah's details are never arbitrary. There are reasons for everything, sometimes revealed and sometimes hidden. All of these approaches might be correct, or perhaps the true reason is something else entirely. But together, they teach us an important lesson. We are meant to act even when we do not yet understand. It echoes the moment when the Torah was given and Israel responded, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will do and we will hear. Or perhaps we will do and we will come to understand. We give the Kohanim their gifts because the Torah commands it, and through that act of doing, we eventually come to understand the meaning behind these particular gifts and what they represent. Shabbat Shalom.